Greetings tonight, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Division C West NGS matchup versus our home team, Cool Cats and Kittens, and our away team, Clouded Minds. So the coin flip went to Clouded Minds. They elected to take the first hero pick, and the maps Battlefield of Eternity and Braxis Holdout were banned by Cool Cats and Kittens. Clouded Minds wants no part of Sky Temple and Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Cool Cats and Kittens has decided that we are going to go to Cursed Hollow for the first match, or for the first game of this epic match. And teams are ready, so we should be getting going here in just a moment. I'd like to throw a welcome to everyone who's out there in Chatland. Good to see a couple of you out there. Hope you're ready for some serious HOTS action, because I think this might be what they call a good one. So just waiting on the teams now. And looking at the standings, Cool Cats and Kittens with 15 points and 7 matches played are 4 out of first place in 4th place. And Clouded Minds are a little bit behind them. They have 9 points in the same matches played, so they are 10 points back in 7th place. So if Clouded Minds can get a domination tonight, that'll make up half the difference between the two teams, and it'll jump them up a couple places in the standings. If Cool Cats and Kittens gets that domination, that'll put them just 1 point out of first place, with the season kind of winding down to a close. So, all right, looks like the teams are ready. So let's get hyped, and we'll see you in the draft, hopefully. All right, here we are. So Clouded Minds kicks things off by getting rid of Gazebo. Nobody wants spiders in their face, and I guess nobody wants arrows in their face too, so we get rid of Valid. 2 very unsurprising bans for my Storm League play lately. Get rid of Johanna. I was told today that Cool Cats and Kittens have a reputation for some spiciness in the draft, so we might see something unusual, or who knows, it might just play straight up meta heroes, so we'll have to see how it goes. Deckard's gone, and Star Knight will be rolling out the Bright Wing. Always a solid pick. Win rate is way up there this season. Polymorph is gross, and she's just a little murdering machine. It's probably the creepiest hero in the game, if you ask this guy. And let's see who CCK comes back with. Anubrak and Anduin. So we could see Light Bomb here delivered by Anubrak as he burrows his way in there. That could be kind of gross. We see the Falstad and the May picked up by Clouded Minds. You could see Anubrak diving in one direction and May diving in the other direction. Could lead to some interesting team fights depending on how they position themselves. And they will not be allowed to take Cassia to go alongside that Falstad. I believe Jason plays pretty decent Cassia. So, and we get the Lost Vikings taken out here. So my guess is that's a target ban. Nobody just randomly bans the Lost Vikings. Instead, they get Sylvanas, Not My War Chief, and we'll see who they put with it. Hopefully Sylvanas and Anduin could put their differences aside for at least 20 minutes or so and play nicely together, but you never know. And we get Chromie. We have an all World of Warcraft team on the left so far. And they finish off the draft with Sonya and Li Ming. So heroes across 3 of the Blizzard universes. And we'll see what Crazy for Haruno wants to do with that last pick here. And we go with Dahaka. So we'll probably see a lot of Dahaka and Sonya dancing in a lane together. Dahaka has the advantage, of course, that he does have the global. So he will be able to soak a little bit longer and still make it to fights where Sonya's going to have to mount up and leave. So we'll see just how much that advantage gets in as we prepare to go into game one. So, chat, what do you think? Whose draft do you like better? I'm not sure. I really like that that Anub Anduin hook up with the light bomb delivery system, but May can be oppressive to play against too. And this is Lumpico. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. His first game with Clouded Minds this season. So we'll have to see how it goes. So let's introduce the team, shall we? In the blue trunks, we have Beowulf 04 on the Anubarak, Lubidium on the Anduin, Pushover on the Sylvanas, Descalada on the Chromie, and Crazy for Haruna on the Dahaka. In the red trunks, we have Star Knight on the Brightwing, Ruffian on the Falstad, Lompico on the May, Kian on the Sonya, and Jason on the Li Ming. So let's go ahead and look at mid because everybody knows that's where we're going to go. Except for Dahaka, he's going to go ahead and take off and head up for the top. I would expect Sonya to match him here fairly shortly. And here we go. All the preparation comes down to this, executing on the field. And when being very, very patient, just hanging out in the bushes there. I wish I could be that patient. Neither team taking a big risk here. You still have 5 for Clouded Minds, so they've got a little bit of an advantage, but they're not going to press it. And Cool Cats and Kittens, looks like they're going to rotate down to the bottom. Sonya's going to go up top. Let's check out the Haka. So Sonya's there just in time to get that first wave, so no XP missed. And Dahaka is just going to hang out and wait for a wave, so not very exciting. Let's go check out somewhere else on the map. We've got Brightwing and May holding the fort against Anub and Anduin in the mid, with Chromie helping out as well. Falstad in the bottom. So we mentioned that Dahaka global. We do have the global for Falstad as well. So the trick that Dahaka can do to get to an objective late, Falstad can do the same thing. So we have both camps being taken here by Cool Cats and Kittens. Sylvanas is going to have no problem with the big camp. And then Anduin and Chromie will rip down the Siege Giants here in a very short amount of time. And over on the other side of the map, we see Sonya and Ming taking out the big camp, and the Siege Giants have already been taken. Let's get a look of Anubarak and Falstad down there in the bottom lane. So we've got May up in the solo lane covering while Sonya takes that camp. Brightwing getting a soak in the mid, soon to be joined by Ming, who tries to put an orb in Anduin's face and does hit him with it. So the camps will meet just by the wall here. I might give Clouded Minds camp just a tiny bit of an advantage, but I think these camps are pretty much going to neutralize themselves. May comes down there to help out. Let's go while they're clearing camps. Although May's in a little bit of trouble, she does get out. She has her tap up, so she's fine. So on the bottom, I thought we were going to have a little fracas there, but it did not turn into one. But we are going to have a little bit of a team fight here mid, and Sylvanas takes a May out. I think she got an Anubarak CC underneath her feet. So let's show the talents there. You viewers probably want to see that. So we have Sonya and Dahaka up top. Sonya's a little bit low. Dahaka's going to be able to Z in, so I think he's going to get a little bit more soak. Unless Cloud of Mind's just going to give this in soak. And with Ming hanging out in the mid, it looks like they're just going to give this objective, which they do. It's only the first one. It's probably more important for them to get 7. You don't want to take that fight, and then suddenly you're in a 7-6 situation during the middle of a team fight. So sometimes discretion is a better part of valor, of course. So in the mid, we've got Nubrak and May just banging the snot out of each other. Nobody's going to win that fight except the viewing public, if you like that kind of thing. So let's go ahead back down to the bottom. Sylvanas jumping in on the Faustad, but not able to actually seal the deal there. Faustad is a little bit low. A noob with a nice barb there to catch 2. And the Sylvanas poison coming into play. She shuts off the tower. One tower is already down. The other tower is going to go down. It's 4-3 for CCK down here. So Cloud of Mind's going to have to be careful and defend this. May coming in from the backside there. Sylvanas able to Banshee out. She gets Polymorph for her efforts. So let's head up to the objective. Let's widen it out so we can see more of the play here. Nice stun onto May, but Beowulf low as well. Sylvanas does finish off May. Faustad's going to have to, I don't know if he can come back and do anything in this fight. Looks like he doesn't have a tap. He's just going to have the back. So that's going to be 2 objectives, 2 cool cats and kittens. Oops, sorry. So CCK is going to go and grab their Siege Giants. And Cloud of Mind's going to do the same. Where are the other camps up? About a minute or so. We'll see them go after those camps. So we've got Faustad up against the Hawkeye in the top lane this time. Sonya comes in to take over it. I would expect to see Faustad take off here. Camp is taken. The other camp is taken. So let's head back mid. So let's go bottom. So Brightwing is not afraid of Sylvanas, just stepping up right on her, and then with the nice polymorph, the orb doesn't quite hit, but Ming is coming in doing a lot of damage. Does get poisoned though. Sylvanas is going to have to get out of there, but she's not going to back. She's going to stay in the fight. We have the boss being taken. I don't think Cloud of Mind is going to get here in time to respond, so they will have the boss. And Cold Cats and Kittens will probably give up an objective for this. They have 2. They probably don't care at this point. So this should be an easy tribute for Cloud of Minds, although Cool Cats and Kittens on their way. Chromie's going to poke it out there. Lots of zoning there. So Sylvanas stepping up. He's got some poke. The Ice Wall is going to zone him out for a little bit. Sonya goes down. Sorry, Dahaka took her down off the map. The nice light bomb there that I talked about earlier. Sonya goes down, Ming goes down, and May is going to have to run for her life. She's got the slow, so I think she's going to get out there. She does get the blink heal from Brightwing, so she's okay. In the meantime, in the bottom lane, the boss is going to finish off that fort. And Cool Cats and Kittens not content to take that. They're going to take the camp. So they've got the camp, and now they're going to be able to push somewhere for another 48 seconds till this curse is over. So Brightwing and May in a little bit of trouble. Brightwing stuck in the sands. And Nubrak finishes her off. May's going to have to head back behind the wall. They're going to have to defend this safely. Meantime, Dahaka up in the top lane. He's got part of the Siege Giant camp with him, but Sonya's going to go clean that up. I think most of the action is going to happen here mid. 13's not quite here yet for Cool Cats and Kittens, but getting close. They're going to take this wall out. Are they going to make a play for a keep here? I don't know that they will, but they do have another 12 seconds of curse. And they have a camp so they can fight in the buff from the camp in that magic circle. So they're going to go after this keep as the curse is about to expire. Icewall gets 1, and Sylvanas, I think, is in trouble. Anduin with a nice yeet to pull Sylvanas to safety. May's caught in the sands, but she's going to be okay there. So 5 members of each team up. We do have 13 here for Cool Cats and Kittens, and we do not have it for Clouded Minds. So let's see. They need to soak, and get 13. They do have 3 keeps still up. The middle one's in trouble, but it's still up, so you don't have that added catapult pressure yet. Oops. So do we have a gank possibly on a Nubrak? Nope. He's able to peace out there. So on the left side of the map, we have the big camp taken, and it looks like they're heading over to... No, they're not going to the small camp. They're going to invade and try and take the boss on Cloud of Mine's side of the map. Cloud of Mine's all on the bottom half of the map, so I don't think they're going to be able to respond to this. Sonya's going to come up. Yeah, I think everybody knows what's going on. Sonya officially sees it now, so they know. Are they going to come in here and try to make a play? Oh, Chromie with a nice time stop there. And the ice wall comes out, but May pays for it. Anu takes her out as he's out of the ice wall. And Noob, is he going to dive on Sonya here? Sonya getting a lot of poison damage from Sylvanas. Does leap to safety, so leap has been used. The charge misses, so it was just May. No one else went down. That keep is probably not long for this world, about 1 auto attack away. There it is. We have the first keep of the game. And in the top lane, we have a boss bearing down on that top keep. We have a 2-level lead. It's not a talent lead anymore. Cloud of Mines has 13s. A couple of them haven't picked yet because they've got more important things to do with their fingers to pick talents. Now everyone's got their talents except for May. But unfortunately, the core is going down. A lot of blue nameplates around the core, and it's just too much damage at this point. So they do get the kill of Anduin. So Anduin's not going to be at the award ceremony, but his team will be there, and they'll pour one out for Anduin. So let's head over to the game summary here as soon as it loads. All right, so 6-1 in kills. So not a lot of kills. Didn't have a lot of big 5-man fights here. So Sylvanas leads us in damage. Brightwing out-healed Anduin, but I don't know whether that's because there was just more damage to be healed off. But at the end of the day, Anduin's team still comes out on top. So that's going to give us 1.4 Cool Cats and Kittens. So I'm going to do the one thing I'm allowed to do as a caster, the one job I have, and that is to give someone a point. So Cool Cats and Kittens picks the map, and then they win the map. So we're going to take a little break while we get the teams ready here for Game 2, and we'll see you just around the corner.
Hold your positions. Resist the chill of death!
Yes. Well done, minions. Now, bow before Kel'Thuz's eyes!
All right, welcome back. So for the second game, Clouded Minds is going to take first hero pick again, and Cool Cats and Kittens have decided we're going to visit Dragonshire. So teams are loading in. We'll be starting here momentarily, as soon as the teams all file in. So chat, who's your MVP of that first game? I'm probably, if you maybe pick one, it would probably be a Nubrak. Had a couple of really good dives and some good CC, and a couple of nice light bomb deliveries. And I play a little bit of Anduin on the side, and it's always nice to know you're going to put that light bomb on someone, and he's going to make something happen with it. So I think they had two really good hookups there. So that's who my MVP is. But a lot of good plays on both sides. So what do you think, chat? Who's your MVP? Any opinions out there? Thanks again for everyone that's decided to stop by tonight. All right, I think we are just about ready to get going here. With Dragonshire being the pick here, wouldn't be surprised to see that Falstad, that Dahaka come into play again. Those globals can be so important to let you get from one point to the other or from a captured point to the dragon to snag a dragon for your team. So I would expect those to be either banned or highly contested. Maybe not. Maybe the teams have other ideas, but that would be my expectation. Can also get, well, the Brightwing. Brightwing has the global too. Didn't mean to discount her. Sorry about that, Brightwing. You could go ETC with stage dive, although I haven't seen a lot of ETC this season in the games I've cast, but it's always a possibility. It's out there. Wonderful to see that Viking ban. Again, Vikings can be annoying on this map because you have more bodies to control points. You can sneak a Viking into the dragon, so as the opposing team, you had to be very, very aware of where those little pesky dudes are at all times. Like we're gonna need a couple minutes here, so we'll head out to a break, and then we'll come back when the draft starts.
Oh, hi, new friend. I am Brightwing. Do you know about fairy dragons? Well, we like happy things, like nature and making new friends. Ooh, and snack time. When playing with friends, the fun never ends. Hey, come back.
And we're back, ready for draft time. God of Mines will pick first and ban first, so we'll see if there are any respect bans from the first game. Do we get rid of the Vikings again? Gazebo, we get rid of that. No spiders. Nobody likes spiders, so do we see the Vala come out? I know that we have at least two people in Cloud of Mines that can play Vala, and Cool Cats and Kittens knows that too, and we repeat the first bans from the first game. And we get rid of Johanna, which I believe was the same ban we had last game. So everything's shaping up to look pretty similar at this point. See if it deviates or not. I can't remember who the second ban was from CCK in the first game. Deckard. I believe it was Deckard. So we just rewound it and replayed those. So change of scenery does not result in a change of bans. There are certain heroes that they do not want to face. See who we get with the first pick. Could see that Bright Wing again. That global even more important on this map, and we do indeed see the little scary fairy dragon herself. And we come back with the Anduin Anubarak light bomb delivery system again. So far, everyone's saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So United Weaves, I see you in chat there. You're either excited about something that just happened, or you just had an accident. I assume it's the former. If it was an accident, I'm sorry. Chad, if you guys could help him clean up after that, that would be great. So Sylvanas does change team share. We had the first change. Jason will be playing the Sylvanas, and Ruffian will be playing the Junkrat. So a lot of damage spread all over the place. Let's see who CCK doesn't want to put with the rest of that team. Don't have a tank yet, so maybe they ban the May if they liked it the first game. Nope. They get rid of Diablo. And Butcher. So I wonder if that's maybe a little bit of the draft spiciness that I've been warned about earlier today. Cloud of Mind says, yeah, that's not the kind of spice we want. Let's just simmer it down a little bit and get rid of the Butcher. You're going all vegetarian today. No butcher, no meats. And we get Chromie and Dahaka. So this comp looks very, very similar to what it did before. All they're missing is the Sylvanas. And see what Cloud of Minds decides to round out their roster with. So we get the Blaze and the Leoric. Wonderful to see that Burning Despair at 20 that I've been told is so amazing. I am undefeated lifetime in Storm League taking Burning Despair. 3-0. And then I decided to quit while I was ahead, so haven't played him since then in a couple weeks. But it is kind of nice if you can keep that spooky hand going at 20. Although Buried Alive is so strong too. It's hard to really fault anyone for taking either one of those. Alright, so here we go. Let's get everyone hyped up and we'll see you in game. Alright, we're back. We're ready for game 2. So let's flip the script around and we'll introduce Cloud of Minds first. We've got Star Knight on the Brightwing, Jason on the Sylvanas, Ruffian on the Junkrat, Lumpico on the Blaze, and Kian on the Leoric, the Skeleton King. In the other corner, we have Lubidium on the Anduin, Beowulf 04 on the Anubarak, Descalada on the Chromie, Crazy for Haruno on the Dahaka. Should sound real familiar if you were here for game 1. The only change is that we have, is that we have Pushover on the Rainer. So let's head mid. Let's pop up the talents for everyone who wants to see him. And Dahaka once again deciding, you know what, I just want to get some XP. So thought they might try a little Sylvanas cheese, and I think Cool Cats and Kittens were thinking the same thing. That's why they took a slightly altered route to get to the mid, but now everyone is here mid, and we are ready to rumble. Got the Blaze here, so a little fire and not ice this time, but still lots of CC. Anubarak's a little bit low. It's gonna bail out. Sylvanas is gonna chase him, but he's gonna get healed up. Blaze in a little bit of trouble. He's able to jet propel himself out to safety, and Brightwing also comes in with the heal there, so he is going to be just fine. And Noob's a little bit low. Sylvanas and teams chunking each other down a little bit. No one's really in any mortal danger, and it looks like we're going to see Raynor starting on the camp. So what did he take? He took Exterminator, so he'll be really good at camps. And then in the top lane, we have the Haka currently alone. And it looks like Tina's going to be double soaking with that Leoric. Cloud of Mines takes their camp. Raynor takes the camp for CCK on the left side of the map. And we're going to fight over the bottom point here. We've got 4v4. Time stop. It's got Blaze in a little bit of trouble. Blaze does go down. Chromie puts the finishing touches on that. And we do have a blue channel up. And a Haka is in the mid. Is Leoric going to get there in time? Hit it with a spooky hand, maybe? Nope. So that is a dragon at 157, just as 4 gets here for Cool Cats and Kittens. So the dragon's going to be more of a kitten than a dragon at this point. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but so they do take a little bit of the wall. They're going to head up top. Dahak is just going to use it to soak. He's not even going to attack anything. So Dahak just has a fat health bar. But in the meantime, while we were looking at the dragon, because your caster was in the wrong lane, we've got some action going on down here. Blaze comes down, slows a noob, damage on him, but he's able to burrow away to safety. Cool Cats and Kittens did manage to get that entire wall down, so they didn't get the value for the dragon directly, but they got value from the attention that the dragon commanded. So let's see what's going on here. Got a 3v2. Raynor's up on the hard camp in the top there, so he's not available for the fight. Sylvanas just clearing the wave out there. Nubrak, very, very cheeky. He's all by himself. Nubrak's going to head down to the camp, but Sylvanas is there, and Brightwing and Ruffian, they've got friends. Is the Nubrak going to try and do anything about this? He's got friends coming, but they're going to be late. I think the camp's going to go over the Clouded Vines. In fact, Blaze comes from the backside. The Nubrak really, really low, able to burrow to safety, but there's a lot of poison. Why he gets a nice heal from Anduin there. So a lot of low blue health bars, but no one actually going down. Camp does go over to Clouded Mines. And let's go take. Ooh, I want to take a look at the top lane, but the Noob's got himself in a little bit of a pickle here. Oh, Sylvanas going to get out, and Noob turned around and dropped a CC on Sylvanas, so she's able to get away too. Junkrat also really low. I think they're going to have to back up just a little bit. Junkrat boots himself to safety. Just showing off. That's just style points. You got to give it up for that. Let's check out that top lane. So, Dahaka maybe bullying the Leoric around in lane just a little bit. They were able to knock that wall down. He might have gotten a little bit of that with the dragon. Beowulf doing a really good job with that barb on the Nubrak. I don't know. I've seen him throw one out that has missed so far. I mean, he probably has, and I just missed it because my eyes were slow. But seems like he's getting a lot of value out of that Q. So the slowing sands, Brightwing is caught in the slowing sands, but it's Junkrat behind the play. It goes down. Blaze is in a lot of trouble too. He's going to go down, and Brightwing and Sylvanas are on the run a little bit. Cool Cats and Kittens takes advantage of the situation, and they're going to take that camp, or at least they're going to attempt to take the camp. I think they're going to get away with it. We do have a blue channel available, so Leoric learned his lesson after the first one, and he's going to hang out in the bushes there. And we do have the bottom one going back over to neutral for a second, but Sylvanas paid for it with her life. So Clouded Mines clearing that camp, and that's going to be a blue dragon. And we'll see where they go with it. I think they're just going to straight up play mid here. 10 is online. Of course, Chromie has already had her slowing sands. We've seen that. So that wall is going to go down. Raynor's going to help out with the Hyperion. So the big blue circle is going to hurt the buildings. Fort's still fairly healthy. Oh, nice boop onto Rainer, not able to take advantage of it. Put him in harm's way just for a second, but he's able to walk out. Sylvanas, however, in a cocoon, she's in trouble. Although she turns around and throws a heck of a lot of poison damage out there, and a Nubrak goes down. So, first kill for Clouded Minds. And Chromie could be in trouble. I see a whole lot of red around her, because can Blaze get a stun on her? No, I think she's gonna walk away. No, we do get the stun, but Anduin burns the yeet to pull her back over the wall to safety. So Clouded Mind's having to clear that camp. In the meantime, the dragon, which is supposed to be the important thing on this map we haven't even looked at, dragon takes about half of that fort down there, or up there in the top lane. Brightwing comes in, gets the polymorph onto Dahaka. So he and Leo aren't quite able to seal the deal there. And Dahaka is able to heal himself back up. Let's head back down here to the mid fort where there's a fight brewing. Blaze throwing down the oil. Is he going to charge in on someone here? He's at about half health. Junkrat with the nice rocket ride. Blaze throws a bunker to primarily keep himself alive because he was a little bit low there. Bunker is down. Fort is almost down. That's going to do it. The fort goes down. Chromie gets booped, but she's able to just ride that to safety. Didn't put her in too much in harm's way. So Leoric is coming down from the top. Anduin's getting TK on the camp. Leoric's getting the spooky hand out. The light bomb goes out. It catches 3, it looks like, but no real damage done, surprisingly. And Leoric turns around with the Entomb and says, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. A lot of damage going out. Junkrat goes down. Rainer goes down. A lot of low health bars for Cool Cats and Kittens. I don't think they're going to be able to take advantage of it too much, though. We see Dahaka, he's running away. A noob very bravely comes in and throws the Q to spring Dahaka to safety. But he gets away with it, so well played. So we've got Leoric and Brightwing. No, Brightwing is going to go back. She needs mana. She probably has her Z up so she can be anywhere in the blink of an eye. So Leoric's going to, looks like just grabs him so good. Cloud of Minds, painting the map red. They're going to take their camp. I wonder if they'll head down to the bottom camp. We'll have to see how this plays out.
Remind this kingdom of his strength.
And Blaze heading down to, no, he's heading down to the point. Rainer's expecting them. Blaze, nice spell check there to see. Doesn't see anyone down there. Rainer just patiently, always watching, always waiting. Although he's not going to wait around anymore because he sees a whole lot of red down there. So they're just going to give that camp up. So they'll clear it down. Well, I said they were going to give it up, but now Rainer comes in and Nuke comes in. Will the light bomb be used? So the cocoon goes off on Sylvanas. The light bomb catches 3. And Brightwing will be the first one to fall. Junkrat is able to get out to safety at least for a moment. Hopefully Blaze has a charge to get the heck out of here. So the camp goes over to Cool Cats and Kittens. After Cloud of Minds did all the work to do most of the damage to the camp. And we'll head back up top. So we've got a camp being pushed by Dahaka. So that fort is gone. Leoric having a kind of a rough day with the Dahaka. Dahaka's just imposing his will on him. In the meantime, though, in the bottom, Chromie does a lot of damage to Blaze, and then a new Brack seals the deal. So we've got one down here. We're at 15-13, so we're on the same count here for now. That's going to change possibly fairly quickly. So Clouded Minds has got to figure out a way to soak 16. And, oh yeah, they also have to figure out how to avoid this dragon. Nice yeet from Anduin there to pull a noob out of the Entomb. So Rainer throws the big Hyperion onto the keep, does a little bit of damage. Cool Cats and Kittens have got a set of siege giants behind him, so they're going to push this. Polymorph onto a new Brack. He in turn cocoons Junkrat, so Junkrat's back out. Blaze in the bunker. Time stop on Leoric. Is he going to be able to Wraith walk away? No, he's not able to get away quickly enough. That time stop kept him in place just long enough, so he goes down. 16s are here for Cool Cats and Kittens. Let's zoom this out so we can actually see the dragon. Dragon's down to about 30% here. They're not doing a lot of damage with it, but they're doing a lot of damage elsewhere too. So Brightwing goes down. Dragon almost dead. See if Rocket Ride can land here. Doesn't land. And Cool Cats and Kittens just content to chip away at this fort, being very patient. The Leap of Faith pulls Anubrak back to safety. Sylvana's getting up there trying to get a kill. She's kind of low, but she's throwing out some damage there. Blaze does go down. And Leoric is going to go down. And we have 5 members of Cool Cats and Kittens on the core. We've got 3 for Clouder Mines. And I don't know if they're going to be able to save the core or not. It's down to 95%. That Hyperion is definitely going to hurt a little bit. Clouder Mines doing their best to defend this damage off, but just too much damage to be taken care of 5v3. And when killing Sylvanas' time expires, adding insult to injury there. So that is going to do it. That gives us a 2-0 domination for Cool Cats and Kittens. So let's go check out the tail of the tape, shall we? All right, here. So kills were 12-2, so I think that's exactly double what we had on the first game. If I had to declare an MVP here, I think it's probably going to be the Rainer, and he throws out more damage than anyone else with the 10 takedowns. Everyone else is really good too, but that's who my MVP goes to for this game. I think it's still a Nubrak for the series though, because he played well the second game. And the first game, I think Head and Shoulders was the one I would give it to. So I'll give it to him for the series. We'll ask the captain what they think when we get them in here for an interview. So let me line that up. In the meantime, I'll give you something cool to look at, and we'll be right back with hopefully an interview from one of the winners. But before we do that, oh my gosh, Rackham, where are your manners? You have one job, and that is to press this button and change the score from 1 to 2. So let me go wind up that interview, and we'll be right back.
We came to this world as exiles and outcasts. But together, we can be more. A weapon to break the chains of oppression. A bastion for the hunted and the lost. A family bound by blood and honor. And if our enemies do not give us peace, we will give them war! Victory or death! This I pledge as your war chief. Until the end of days, I live and die. For the Horde!
All right, I'm here with Beowulf 04 from Cool Cats and Kittens, the captain and winning team. So what's the vibe like in the locker room after that 2-0 domination?
It was fun. I mean, it's a good series, but it was really fast, so that always feels good. Everyone's having a good time, and it's been a really intense season so far. So coming up to ahead of it, and seeing some of the hard work pay off is really nice.
It's nice, and that with that domination, that's 3 points. And if I'm doing the math right, that gives you 1 point off of first place after tonight. So close to getting that first seed. All important going into the playoffs.
Yep, we're fighting for it. Roll One has not made it easy. They've had a great season in that number 1 spot, but we're clawing for it.
Have you played Roll One yet this season, or is that still to come?
I believe that is still to come. I should probably know what teams we played, but I don't. No, haven't done that one yet. So
after a while, they all kind of run together, especially over multiple seasons. Anyway, look on the calendar, everyone. If that hasn't happened yet, circle it, and you should watch it because it's going to be a good one. If it has already happened, Go back and watch the VOD because it probably was a good one and we just don't remember it. Either way, I'm sure it's either going to be or was in the past a good series.
I've been
So
informed. It will be next week. It will be an excellent series at the same time.
next week, write it down, everyone. So I would like to ask the winning captain if you had to pick an MVP from your team for the series, who do you go with? And yes, you are allowed to pick yourself. That's okay.
Well, it's tough. I feel like we had a lot of really great gameplay from everybody this series. I definitely can't give it to our healer though. Feeding in game one is just unacceptable.
I know
Um,
you guys should all reported
oh,
4 times.
we did, right on
Good,
the
good,
score
good, good,
screen.
good, good, good.
But luckily we had somebody there to pick up the slack. So I'd have to say MVP was our offlaner, Crazy for Harno. Um, Yeah, that was just Dahaka. We were just like, okay, we'll tell you if we need anything. You let us know if you need anything, and then he didn't, and then he killed their off lane and met us at the core. So it worked out really well, and yeah, that was good stuff. So crazy
Yeah,
for knows info.
I can't disagree. Dahaka did have a really good game. Sometimes it's hard to really notice that the offlaner had a really good game because if if they're doing their job, sometimes you don't see them on camera because nothing is going on in that lane. Because that's exactly what they're supposed to do is just do their job the entire game. He did have some nice plays. My MVP, I will say, I give it to you. As an Anduin player at heart, I love a tank that actually knows how to deliver a light bomb. And you had a couple nice ones in the first game, so
Well,
it's
thank you
so nice
much. You know.
to see that actually hit someone and not go randomly in the wrong direction. So you guys definitely looks like you worked on that and you were in sync there. So well played.
Oh yeah, worked
So
on that. A lot of practice. That's what that is.
nice. So if you have to pick a play other than the Hawker pretty much just exerting his will in the solo lane most of the night, any particular play stand out as the play of the game when you report this one on the website?
Play of the game.
I asked the
Gosh,
tough
I don't.
questions.
It is. See, you asked a tough question. I always spend like a couple hours going over the VODs and be like, all right, is this really a good play? I can never decide if something's really a good play or if we just get lucky. But yeah, I would have to look at the VOD. My brain is drawing a complete blank.
Okay, well, it sounds like maybe you guys are a little tired after that epic win. So I will let you go. Get with the team. You can all review that, enjoy it, pick up play of the game, and enjoy being 1 point off of first place.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the cast. Really appreciate you picking it up.
Oh, speaking of which, forgot one thing. Shout outs. Almost forgot shout outs. Anyone you want to throw some shout outs to before we get out of here? The floor is yours.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got to shout out my team first and foremost. Especially when they bring in a domination victory like tonight. Really, really awesome stuff. And cool cats and kittens are bringing it this season. So, got to shout out to our fans. Harno, current #1 fan. Keeping it real. And anyone else that came out as part of the Cool Cats and Kittens fan club. And yeah. And shout out, of course, to you and to all the casters that do the stuff for NGS. It's a ton of fun, and you guys don't have to spend the time you do, so it really makes it super enjoyable. So thank you.
Oh, it's fun when everyone puts quality product out on the field, and see West, you guys have some really good games up there, so feel privileged to watch them. All right, well, that I think is going to do it for me here in the booth, and tell your team congratulations, and we'll look forward to that game next week with Roll One Esports. And everyone, have a good night. Thanks.
All right. Thank you much.